welcome to March's readings for your zodiac signs. Just like usual, we're going to be doing the past, present, and future readings. But before your video begins, I just wanted to put up some significant dates that are going to be going through the month of March that you should be highly aware of, that may affect your circumstances or how you feel. Additionally, during March, we're actually going to be experiencing Saturn in Pisces for, I believe, the first time in 30 years. I'm not quite sure, but I know we'll have Saturn in Pisces until 2025, so that's going to be a really big energy. And essentially what that means is that the universe will be testing our boundaries during this time. So also please be mindful of that as well within the reading if that calls out to you. But yeah, so we'll be using the Zodiac dice too. And let's get on with your guys' reading. Hi my fellow Pisces, welcome to your monthly March reading for 2023. We will be doing past, present, and future like we normally do, and we're also going to be using the Zodiac dice over here to see what kind of energies are going to be affecting you this month. Remember, these Zodiac dice are just extra confirmation. They're supposed to be like dessert, so if they don't match up with anything that you're going through or anyone that you know of, then don't pay too much attention to it. So I'm gonna get started on rolling those before we get into shuffling the cards. Oh, okay. So the first one that we had is Cancer. This could be someone's sun, moon, or rising, and also this. Just making you aware, this just flipped, but it was on Pisces. So got your own sign that showed up. So I'll put that there. And then last but not least, we have Aries. Okay, so I'll get into shuffling the first deck. This one will be for your past, and we'll just be taking 3 cards, just going through it pretty much exactly the same as last time, and then we'll be taking cards from the bottom of the deck to form your advice, and then we'll also be looking at the Botanical Oracle, so this one, and then the Crystal Oracle as well. Okay, so what is going on with Pisces for March? What's going on with Pisces for March? My goodness, okay. That one popped out. Put that one there. What's going on for all my fellow Pisces for the month of March? Okay, this guy. This guy. Pisces for the month of March. Also, I forgot to mention early on in the video, but happy birthday to all my other fellow Pisces out there. It's of course now Pisces season, so happy belated birthday or happy upcoming birthday, or if today is your birthday, then happy birthday. But yeah, hope you guys have been having at least a good February so far. Okay, so now that we have the past, we'll put that aside. We'll grab the present. And this one is the Monsoon Tarot. We'll be using the Santa Muerte Tarot for the present, and then the Ceccoli Tarot for the future. I don't know how to say that one as well. But yeah. So what's going on for my Pisces in the present? Oh, there we go. The month of March. So what's going on, Pisces? Okay, now that that's all settled, we'll get into the future. This one has such a pretty backing on it too. Okay, what's going on in the future for Pisces for March 2022? This one. What's going on for Pisces? Ooh, that one. Oh, there's two. We'll take them both then. Okay, so these will be the 3 cards. I'll just set them over here for now. Okay. What are... Ooh. Sorry. I just got a little bit out of hand. Okay, what are Pisces' thoughts and feelings for the month of March 2023? What are Pisces' thoughts and feelings? Oop, that was like almost instant. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay. Last card. What are Pisces' thoughts and feelings for March? Okay. Alrighty. I'll be putting these guys, ooh, sorry, a little bit of a shift over here. And then I'll take the cards from the bottom of the deck first to do the advice pile really quick before I do the oracles. Oh. Okay, so this will be your advice pile. I'll set that over here. And now we'll have a look at the oracle. So what is Pisces' general energies for the month of March 2023? Pisces' general energies. And then now for the crystals. So what are the general energies for Pisces in 2023? Also, I hope you guys like the little light change. For each one of the signs, they'll all be different. I just figured it would be better if y'all are listening to this to fall asleep or any other reason. Okay, give me one last card for Pisces general energies in March. This one. Okay. So as usual, we we'll take a look at the past, present, and future first. So we'll start with the past. So in your most recent past, Pisces, these are the cards that showed up. So first we have the Knight of Fire. Very interesting. I'm smiling right now because as you all know, I'm also a fellow Pisces, and I keep the Pisces and my personal reading separate, but I did a personal reading and the Knight of Fire came up for me as well, so there's a lot of fiery energy going around. And then for your second card, you have the King of Earth. It came up in reverse, but we don't take reversals, so we'll flip that. Interesting. And then for the last card, you have the Ace of Fire. Oh, okay. So definitely a brand new beginning that has started here. This could be some sort of relationship. I'm getting it as a relationship, mostly because of the Knight of Fire. It could be an opportunity, but I'm leaning towards this either might be a new friendship with somebody who potentially could be a fire sign. So that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't necessarily have to have that sign as their main sign. They could have one of those signs as their dominant sign, or have those anywhere in their chart. But at this time, I see this King of Earth really being you. So you are abundant in the things that you have right now because you have been working really hard in the past. So you're not really looking to take any risks at the moment per se. You're just kind of enjoying the fruits of your labor that you've built up is really what I'm seeing here. And I also want to make note too, you did roll Aries on the Zodiac dice too, so it could be an Aries, somebody who has Aries influences as well, but that's mostly what I'm seeing in your past at the moment. So now we'll go into your present cards. So the first card that you do have is the Four of Cups. Okay. Definitely interesting energies. Also, I'm sorry if the camera flickers a little bit. I think it's just having a little bit of a time adjusting to the cards, so I really apologize for that. And then the second card that you have is the Six of Wands. Okay. And then for the last card, you have... Oh, this is the Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah. So you have the Ace of Wands in two places. So both of these are the Ace of Wands. So definitely there's some new fiery beginning. With, like I said earlier, with the Knight of Fire, I have a feeling that it's more of like a person, but you could alternatively take it as a passionate project that somebody might be offering you as well. And it's kind of a good thing with this Four of Cups over here. So maybe you've been feeling kind of down. The Four of Cups typically means like a little bit of a bored energy. This could have been an opportunity that you didn't even know was an opportunity, because in the traditional tarot deck, the one of the cups is floating and the man is sitting by a tree and doesn't even notice that this other cup is just like floating in the air next to him, or he doesn't really care that it's floating in the air next to him. So maybe this is an opportunity that you initially thought like, no, I don't want to do this, like this is not for me, but now it's just starting to click and maybe the universe needed you to wait for you to have the correct amount of resources or something in order to start this project as well. That also could have happened. But with the Six of Wands here, we see you being really victorious with whatever opportunity this is. So you're really excelling right now, which is absolutely amazing. So now let's have a look into your future cards, and I'm going to shift these guys over just a little bit so we can fit them. Okay, so for your future, we have this is the King of Cups. It came up in reverse, but we don't take reversals, so flip it. And then for your second card, you have the Seven of Cups, but it's in reversal, so we'll just flip it. And last but not least, you have okay, I might have to take a minute just to review what this one is really quick. Just because this one doesn't have the names on them, so just give me one moment to have a little peek, just to make sure. So, this one is Justice. That's what I initially thought, but I want to double check and make sure, because these cards don't have any like names or words listed out on them, and I was trying to memorize them. But anyways, back to your reading. So we see in the future that you're transforming from this King of Earth energy into this King of Cups energy. So the King of Earth is the King of Pentacles. So very slow moving, whereas they both kind of symbolize some sort of control. It's just a different kind of control. The King of Earth has everything that he needs. He is abundant. So he is controlled in his material possessions per se, whereas the King of Cups is more controlled in terms of his emotions. In the original tarot deck, we see him sitting on a throne in choppy waters. So we see you really mastering this element of being able to balance your emotions and what lies in front of you. What I'm getting here, though, with the Seven of Cups is you have this opportunity, right? But I feel like there are also a lot of other opportunities that are coming forward to you, but you need to figure out whether or not they're going to be the right fit for you and are really going to I don't know why I wanted to say push you to the edge, but not necessarily like push you to the edge, but it's going to fulfill you. What's going to be able to give you the most necessarily. So it's very interesting, because also, like, I look at this as this could go either in terms of like a relationship as well, or it could be a career. So in terms of a career, you're going to have many other different opportunities that you need to figure out which one's going to be the best opportunities. But also, like, I see this in the form of like a relationship sort of way, because that was the initial feeling that I got with this King of Fire. So somebody might come in and say, hey, like, I'm interested in you. I want to move forward with this relationship, but you may be hesitant because of past experiences. And that's really what this Justice card means. And And I guess you can apply this to work as well. Like if you had a bad working experience, you're going to get justice for the way that you were treated. So that is, yes, that is what I'm seeing here. So very much there is somebody here who's interested in you, or there's an opportunity that is coming to you that feels like a new start for you. And because you're in this King of Earth, very slow energy, it really motivates you to move forward. And because of that, you are transforming into this King of Cups who is balanced, not only in the physical realm, but in the emotional realm, the mental realm as well. But you just need to make sure that you know which opportunities are going to be the best for you, because in the original Seven of Cups, there are good and there are bad cups. There are 7 cups that are facing out of the person who's on the card, and some of them have dragons, some of them have gold in them. So you have to figure out the ones that you want. You want the ones that have the gold in them. You don't want the ones that have the demons or anything else in them. And then because you've been working so hard on yourself, so hard for like to improve yourself, you are going to be receiving the justice for how people may have treated you in the past. And yeah, that's really what I'm seeing here. It's pretty straightforward. So actually, now that you mentioned it, I didn't even notice that when I said dragon in the cup, I wasn't even looking at this card. But you see how she has the like sea serpent, the sea dragon, you could say, in her dress, but she's still like controlling the situation. Like she is the waves. But yeah, I mean, so far it's looking really good. It seems like you're coming out victorious in whatever kind of situation this is. So let's have a look at what your thoughts and feelings are, and then what kind of advice the universe has for you. So we'll clear these cards out. Really quick. Okay. So I have your thoughts and feelings over here. And we'll just have a look at them one by one. So the first card that you have is the 7 of Swords. Okay, that makes sense, but I'll hold off what I'm gonna say until I flip the other 2 cards. Then the second card that you have is Death. And then the last card that you have is the Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely inclined to say that this opportunity or this relationship is definitely something that's meant for you. You had the King of Cups, and then now you have the Queen of Cups, which ultimately they are counterparts. So that means whoever this is that you are meeting, or whatever opportunity it is that you are coming across, like it is ultimately meant for you. Like it is written in your journey through this life. And at this moment, we can see the justice shine through the 7 of Swords. So in the past, someone may have not been honest with you. I have the feeling, like it feels like whoever this person was, whether it was someone through work or somebody in a relationship, they may have lied to you. They could have tried to undermine you, or like take advantage of you, is really what I'm feeling off of this card. And you're not taking that anymore. I get the feeling that you've, like over the past couple of months, you have really been working on yourself, and you've been transforming yourself to, the first words that wanted to come out of of my mouth was like a different standard. So like, for example, if a person is getting into a relationship and they're experiencing the same things over and over again, like their partner just keeps like cheating on them or doing something horrible to them, at some point you have to look in yourself and realize that it's a problem within you. I mean, like, your partner or whatever shouldn't be cheating on you, like that's terrible, but if you keep putting yourself in the same situation, then you're the one who ultimately is the fool. And what I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords is that you are reversing that. You are saying, that is not what I want, universe, that those things I'm gonna leave behind in the past. I have learned from my experiences. I'm transforming myself into a new person who wants something better. And that's also what I see too with this Queen of Cups, because her cup is covered. She doesn't have an open cup, so she's not giving her cup just to anyone. You have to earn that cup. And that's really what I'm seeing here, which is amazing. And you ultimately deserve like whatever happiness is coming to you because you've put in the work. So I'm going to put these guys up here. And we'll have a look at your advice cards. So let's see what the universe wants to say to you. If there's anything that is significant. I'm going to pull these down because the brightness is... There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at your advice cards, and we'll... I always like to try to read them in the order that they came in. So for your first advice card, we have the Hanged Man. Okay. Then you have the King of Wands. Okay, so we're upgrading from a Knight of Wands that we saw earlier in the past cards to a King of Wands. Although I kind of get that this is more of like your energy, per se. Then you have, okay, the Ace of Wands again. So definitely very fiery start, very new beginning, something to be extremely excited about. Protected from fire. And the reason why I say that is because she's actually holding a lizard. And traditionally, the King of Wands actually has a lizard on his cape that protects him from fire. So protection from being burned. So you are protecting yourself is the energy that I'm getting here. And then the last card is the Queen of Swords. It came up in reverse, but we'll flip that. Okay, so yeah, the advice here is really clear. It's pointed in regards to this opportunity, this Ace of Wands that has been consistently coming out. Basically, the universe wants you to take a step back and let the universe handle the situation. So basically, you just need to focus on yourself. And at the moment, since you're undergoing this transformation, you are really embracing this King of Wands energy. So very charming, kind of like the social butterfly in the way, but you still have those leadership qualities. And the good thing is that it's also in balance with this Queen of Swords. So what you're saying is like has weight to it in a way, or has truthfulness, because she's holding a sword of truth. So as long as you remain truthful to yourself and what you want, it's gonna manifest for you, because that's essentially what you're doing, is you're manifesting for the right opportunity. And so the universe is saying, hey, like, take a step back, let me do the work for you, because you have put in the work and you've proved to me that you can handle a new love or a new work situation. So yeah, let me clear the board and let's have a look at your overall energy, and then I might read a passage from the Hedge field guide to see if it can add anything to your reading as well. But very, very straightforward reading. Like, there is no confusion with this reading. And I'll leave these guys up here too. Okay, so for your oracle cards, this is going to be your general energies. The first oracle card that you have is Sage, which means to purify. And as soon as I saw this card, I immediately thought of purification by fire. So that really King of Wands, Ace of Wands, fiery energy is purifying you. And then the next card that we have is so this is Cattail, which means to build. So yes, there is a new beginning here. We're building, even though the Tower card isn't here, it feels like we're building a new foundation. We're building towards a new goal, which is pretty self-explanatory, I think. And then for the crystal cards, you have Lapis Lazuli. So it means prophetic dreams, releasing anger, serenity, and grace. So you're releasing whatever came with this Seven of Swords energy, and the universe ultimately will bring justice to you. And then last but not least, we have Labradorite. Shamanic journeying, brave, magical power, and higher awareness. And I want to say too, I know I've been referring to like relationships and jobs, but this also could be like a spiritual awakening. Both of these crystals relate to something that is like, I don't know why I wanted to say like prophecy or like oracle. It just reminded me of like the oracles of Delphi. I know a lot of Pisces have really strong intuitions. So you may also be a fellow tarot card reader or somebody who's really interested in the zodiac. So maybe this also might be a spiritual awakening where you're realizing that, hey, I might want to invest more in being a tarot reader or being like a Reiki healer or something like that. If you're not interested in those things, this also could mean that you are really connected to your intuition right now. I'm getting very high priestess energy. Even though the high priestess is not necessarily here, you are connected to your higher self at this moment through this transformation that you've been experiencing. And so you know exactly what you want and almost like what's going to happen. Like you can anticipate that there is something coming, but it hasn't come yet, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at the Hedge field guide. So we had Sage and Cattail, so I'll pull up Cattail first. Okay. While cattails are a great potential food source, they are much more widely used as a building material. The rushes and leaves are used to weave baskets, seating, roofing, insulation, boats, and even whole floating islands upon which people build their houses. Animals like muskrats and beavers also use the rushes to build and insulate their homes. The oracle property build is a perfect fit for this useful plant. There are times in life when we must focus on immediate goals and concerns, and other times when we should be building, strengthening our foundations, and planning for the future. Relating to this oracle card to tarot cards, it would be connected with the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles, as both speak to building legacy, relationships, and the foundations of a strong home. And then we'll go over to Sage. So, oh shit. Let me see. There we go. I think I found it. So sage, which is to purify. Purify is the oracle property of this card, as sage has been used since ancient times for warding off evil, cleansing spaces, and banishing negative energy. Smudging, the burning of sage bundles, is a practice done to clear and rebalance the essential energy of a person or space. Some people relate this herb to the Hierophant in the tarot deck, but I think it is a better companion to the Page of Wands and its fresh approach to the world. We are urged to try new things or welcome new people in our life. The Eight of Pentacles also speaks of clarity and focus, specifically concerning our work or craft. The clearing, purifying energy of sage is a powerful tool for anyone trying to focus or start anew. So yeah, there's lots of energy about building a new foundation, starting a new opportunity. And yeah, I mean, like I said, very, very straightforward reading. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you were able to get something out of it. And thank you so much for watching and being here with me for this reading. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful March, and I'll see you next time.